is Kayla Miller, and I am Rapunzel. Today we are celebrating Book Report Day here at Memorial Elementary. This celebration has been going on for close to 15 years. The fourth grade students are dressed as their favorite book characters. For our project, we had to read a book of our choice and do a presentation on it for our classmates. Come into Mrs. Roberts' class and meet our literary friends.
Hey, my name is Caitlin Miranda Gomez, and I was reading Judy Moody, Girl Detective by Megan McDonald. It takes place in the Toad P Club. That's Judy's little club. It starts off by Judy. She wakes up and she's in her bed writing a story from the Mad Libs. She was under her comforter in the dark with a flashlight, and her brother scared her, so she threw her book up and it hit her brother's head. First, there was a bunch of mysteries, like who took her gummy mice, and then one day when she was at school, there was Officer Cop came with Mr. Chips, his dog, and they asked Judy if she could hide her detective kit backpack, and she hid it in supply closet. Mr. Chips couldn't see, so he wasn't looking. Then he walked around everywhere that Judy went, and he found it. And the next day, the principal announced that he was missing. So Judy tries to find Mr. Chips the whole story, and she's blaming it on everyone. It ends by Judy finally has an idea of finding Mr. Chips. She goes and bakes some cookies, and then she gets a fan and goes into the Toad P Club. She calls everyone in the Toad P Club, Frank, Stink, and Rocky, and herself. And she puts a fan behind the cookies and blows the scent of the cookies out of the Toad P Club, and Judy and Frank poked their heads out, and it was actually Mr. Chips. So he came running into the Toad P Club and jumped on her and started licking her face. My favorite character is Judy because she never gives up. She won't leave the mystery unsolved. I would recommend this book to a friend because most people they like mysteries, and I think that she will like it.
My name is Peyton Voss, and my book is The Unwilling Umpire. The author is Ron Roy. There's an umpire. They're like having a baseball game. The guy on the men's baseball team just hit the ball, and he made the base hit. And then while they're playing the game, Mr. Pocket had baseballs, and he put them in a cage in the clubhouse. And while they were playing the baseball game, someone stole the baseballs, and the umpire was the last person to be in the clubhouse. Officer Fallon talked to Pete to see if he stole the balls, and he said that he did, so they put him in jail. And the three kids, Dink, Josh, and Ruth Rose, didn't think he was guilty. He thought he was lying, and they went to Pete's trailer. They found Pete's 14-year-old little brother, and he was 14-year-old. His name was Buddy, and he said that Pete is very honest. And then he told him that Pete sometimes he lies for him to protect him. And then all the four kids, Buddy, Dink, Josh, and Ruth Rose, went to Officer Fallon and told him that. And Officer Fallon couldn't get him out of jail until they find the person who stole the balls. And then they went to the library to check on the computer if the balls were being sold. And they found one of the baseballs was signed by Babe Ruth, and they saw this. It had one, and then they called Mr. Pocket and Mr. Officer Fallon to come over to the library, and Mr. Pocket said that was his baseball, and they told him to give him the address so he knows where they live the guy lives and they'll send him the check. Then the guy gave him the address, and then Officer Fallon went and arrested the guy and got Pete out of jail. I think my friends like baseball, and I think they would like the way that the three kids find out the mystery of who stole the ball.
My name is Daniel Guajardo. I read the book Captain America, the First Avenger. The author is Elizabeth Rudnick. Steve Rogers gets 7 shots and he turns into the world's first super soldier, and he fights for his country. He has to go through Red Skull and his army. They figured out a blue energy and he thinks it's from another world, and they use it to put into guns to destroy the whole universe and into bombs. Captain America stops Red Skull and starts fighting him. It ends with Red Skull losing and Captain America winning, and they figure out that the blue energy doesn't come from another world. My favorite character would be Steve Rogers. When he's at war, he'll never give up, and when he fights.
My name's Alex Pepchek, and I'm doing my book report on Ellen Tibbetts by Beverly Cleary. Ellen goes to ballet practice, and she has this big secret, and she always goes there early because she never wants anyone to find out what it is. And so this girl was there before her, and she was already changed. She didn't know that the other girl had the same secret as her, and the girl is named Austin. A boy named Otis, right here, comes in and tries to annoy her by copying her, and so he was blowing bubble gum and asking the ballet teacher for a dime, and he keeps saying, "Can I have a dime? Can I have a dime?" So Austin comes out and starts yelling at him, and that's when Ellen knows that she's her friend now. And then they say, "Hey, what's your secret?" And she said, "In the winter, I'm so skinny, my mom makes me wear woolen underwear." And she's like, "Me too." And so they were best friends, and they do everything together. They went shopping, and at school, Ellen really wants to clap erasers, and so she tries really hard to impress her teacher so that she'll let her. But she really finds out that the teacher, the only reason the teacher doesn't let her do it is because she thinks that she doesn't want to do it because she always wears pretty dresses and everything. And then one day there was a play at school, and when they were rehearsing, their moms also made them brand new dresses. Austin kept pulling the ribbon and sash off of Ellen's dress. It made her so mad that she hit her, and she wouldn't speak to her. They were doing the part, and Ellen was dressing up as a rat for the play, and Austin was a little girl dancing, and she got lost in the play when Ellen's turn was over, and so Austin helped her out without even knowing it was her. And then after the play, she said, "I'm really sorry for what I did." And she's like, "It's okay, but promise you'll never do it again." And then on, they did horseback riding together, and then they did a bunch of things together. And that's the end.
I'm Charlie Casanova, and I did my book on Endgame. It's the title of my story, and I did my own purge. And what happens in the book is Darth Vader's looking for Obi-Wan, but he can't find him anywhere. So he sends clone troopers to look for him at an abandoned factory, but instead they find another Jedi, and the Jedi kills the clone troopers. So Darth Vader sends a spy, and then the spy returns and tells him that the Jedi told him that Obi-Wan is at the abandoned factory. So Darth Vader went by himself there, but he wasn't there, it was really a trap. And he started to fight all the Jedi, but the Jedi couldn't beat him. He killed 2, and then one Jedi pulled out a special type of blade that it would cut the lightsaber, and it would shorten the blade so you have enough time to kill them. But Darth Vader used the Force, so he took her lightsaber and he started fighting off other Jedi, and he killed them. But they started to throw rocks and stuff at him, and while he was fighting them, they would cut him, and they cut his hand off. And then a Jedi wanted to kill Vader, so he was running for him. But Vader, he used the Force, and he grabbed the blade and he threw it at the guy and he got stabbed by it.
Hi, my name is Pam Price, and the book I read is called NFL Superstars, Tiki and Rondé Barber, Teammates. I am Rondé Barber. At first, Tiki, his brother, was having trouble catching the ball. He was always fumbling and making bad choices. And then after the practice, they sat at the bench with their coach. Their coach said practice makes perfect. And then after he told him what to do, he said their mom pulled up and they drove him home. After that, the next morning, they went to their little club that they made next to a road. They love going to the club. They brought a scrapbook with football players and all the records they've ever made in football and how many catches they've ever done. The next day at school, they were at the table. They were talking about what will happen if Tiki didn't improve. And then the next day, they went to the park and tried to help Tiki improve on his catching and not fumbling. Everybody always said that he would not improve, but he did. Once he did, one of their friends showed up and helped them doing it. At their final game of the season, the last play they did, 3 guys were trying to tackle him. He kept on running, and then one guy tackled him. One guy got him, the other guy had him, and the other guy got him. Then all of a sudden, he was down. And then they realized it was a touchdown, and that was the last play of the game. Tiki had done it. He threw the ball in the air, shouting victory.
Hi, my name is Daniela Sepulveda. This book is called Cheetahs. It's about how fast cheetahs could run and how much they weigh, and it talks about that lions and hyenas could hunt cheetahs, baby cubs, and it even talks about that cheetahs could run 95 in 1 second, and it even tells you a story at the end how the lions got the teardrops. It says that there was a lazy hunter. He stole 3 cubs from a cheetah, and he made them do the work for him. And then the mother cheetah went back to go find them, and then she started crying, and she got the teardrops in her eye.
Hi, I'm Christian Garces, and this is my book, and this is about when they're trying to fight against people, and he was trying to fight against CJ and against Dan. So he didn't have much power to beat him. And then they're trying to see who's gonna win the game, and then the evil with Nega, because he was trying to get more power and try to explode. So it blew him up, and then he's trying to feel the power to go in. And he was trying to fight against Drago. He lose Drago, and he was fighting against Fairyheaper. And Dan won because he got the new card from Snaponoid, and he looks like a snake, and he's like and the other one in his Bakugan is Saurus, Snaponoid, and Dragonon.